Good day. God bless you. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Zach, and this is episode 36 in the Healthy, Wealthy, Happy series. John chapter 13, verse 34 and 35. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another, as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love one to another. And with that, I tell you, my brothers and sisters, I love you in Jesus' name. Okay, guys, struggling a little, feeling great with the fast, but I'm 48 hours in and I need to get under 250 pounds. The goal would have been more like 247 for this 96-hour fast. And I worked my 12 hours. I got to the gym. Luckily, my cousin texted me and, and got me to go. So I went 3 days in a row now. So that was great. I went on my last day of eating, and now I went on both days of my fast for this week. And so feeling good. Got another great workout in today, and just smoked my legs. But anyway, when I got home, I was chugging water at the gym, so that swells you up a little bit. I probably drink like maybe like 32 ounces of water. So that's like what is that, pound and a half of. That's 2 pounds. Yeah, 2 pounds of water. And I definitely didn't urinate or sweat all that out. So anyway, I was just 253 pounds. So keeping on, I forgot my chart at work again, but keeping on pace with my next round of eating, I'm going to not be able to go over 250 pounds. So I'm 253 now. So I got two. Of course, I have 48 more hours and I will be under 250 pounds, but it's going to be a razor close. So that's actually going to help me to switch back to the eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner, because that way I can eat a tiny little bit for breakfast and then lose it, and then a tiny little bit for lunch and then lose it. When I eat the OMAD, I gain like 3 or 4 pounds all at once because I just pig out. So, and that's kind of I kind of want to try to eat the 3 meals a day again, to just try to train myself that I can eat small meals. So, gonna switch back to that. So guys, uh just get going. Just, if you're out there and you're struggling and you're trying to find the motivation, when you go to the gym and you push the weight, that's how your muscles get stronger, is putting them under stress, actually destroying them, harming them, and then you rest and recover and they get stronger. Your mind is the same way. You have to push yourself. Just like you push the weights, you have to push your mind to try. But Zach, I'm going to fail. Yep, you probably are. And that's how you're going to get stronger. Because then you're going to try again. Then you're going to try again. And you're going to try again until you're so sick of failing that, you know what? Yeah, I think I'm just going to actually skip breakfast today. Like whatever your initial goals are. But just go back to that video, the 5 things, drink water, go for a walk, eat whole foods, cut out all liquid sugar. Just basic, easy, simple. Cut out your negative behaviors and your things that are costing you money and just costing you your health. And just start building up your emotional strength, the willpower it's going to take to just. It's not hard to win. The hard part is to try, and that's what I'm trying to get you to take that first step. Like I said, the hardest step of the marathon is to get off the couch and decide, you know what, I'm going to train to run a marathon. So it's just, I'm feeling it today. Like, just please keep trying. Don't give up. Just try and fail, try and fail, try and fail, and never give up. And you know what? You will succeed. You will fail till you're so sick of it. You'll decide, you know what? I'm going to quit, and then you'll get to the next step and fail more. And then you'll get to the next step and fail more. And that's what it takes. You think that I just started this series a month ago and just started fasting for 96 hours out of nowhere? No. I'd practiced and failed and quit, and I'm going to fast for 24 hours. I didn't make it 24 minutes, sometimes, like couldn't even skip it. I want to eat, and I just immediately, wake up the next day, I'm fasting today, and just go straight to the fridge and eat. So that's the thing. Oh, guys, we're just about to hit 350 subscribers. So I want to thank all the new subscribers, and just exploring new opportunities and trying to get the word out, I started at 270 pounds and my goal is 170 pounds. Obviously, that's not going to be April 1st. That April 1st is that 218 range. If I'm anywhere near that, if I'm within 5 or 10 pounds of that, I'll be happy. But 218 is the goal. And I'm not giving up on it. I'm not trying to back off and say I'm not going to make it. I'm going to make it. And having said that, just adjusting, I'm realizing I need to eat way less food on my next 4 days of eating. Like I need to cut it down to like 2 eggs and 2 bacon for breakfast. And, I kept saying I ate them big salads. I could probably still eat the big salad because adding, it's all just lettuce and onions and peppers and mushrooms and pea pods and then vinaigrette. I could probably still eat the big salad, but that would be it. I was eating that, with lunch. And, that has to just be lunch. So I'm writing out my meal plans for the next 4 days. And like I said, look at me. I'm 48 hours into a fast. I'm not talking about eating now. I'm fine. I feel fine. I got to the gym for the 3rd day in a row. If you remember last week, I started feeling a little weak the 3rd day and then very weak the 4th day, the last 2 96-hour fasts. But I'm feeling great. I drank my 3 cups of black tea again today, plus a 25-ounce bottle of water, I think like twice. So, I got a good amount of water in me today. And so still feeling great. I kind of have that fatigue, tired, but it's more like from the gym. I'm just smoked from the gym and I'm feeling comfortable and ready to continue. So I got 48 more hours to get, I have to at least lose 3 pounds just to get to 250. So I'll probably be close to that tomorrow after work. We'll see if I hit the gym tomorrow because that'll be a little excessive if I go 4 days in a row, even after 72 hours into the fast. But I might. If I feel good, I'll go. And I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a 12-hour dry fast tomorrow. So I'm gonna get to work tomorrow. I get there at about 6 o'clock. My shift actually starts at 6:30, but I get there at about 6, and I'm gonna drink 1 or 2 cups of black tea right away before 6:30. And then I'm going to not drink any water or tea or anything. And of course, not eat because I'm fasting. So then I'm just going to dry fast for 12 hours until 6:30, get off work and go home and weigh in and see where I'm at. Because that will drop a lot of weight. That will flush my fat out because my body will use the fat for water then too also. So, and then we'll see what kind of striking distance I'm at. Because I would love to get down to 247 by the end of Sunday, by Sunday night after work. So I got to work through the weekend here. And then Sunday night, I'll weigh in, hopefully be around 247, and then be able to eat. But it's going to be where I can't go over 250. So it's going to be a razor thin margin of error for that 4 days. So it's going to be very small meals. I'm not going to be able to pig out too much. So that's going to help me, though. It's going to focus on the small meals, like I'm going to have to learn how to do beyond April 1st, because really I could just fast for 6-7 days and eat for 1, fast for 6-7 days and eat for 1. And I would lose tons of more weight, but I wouldn't be training myself to eat right. So that's why I'm wanting to stick with the 4 days of fasting, 4 days of eating back and forth, and just get the eating down. I got the fasting down. It's so easy. I have 0 hunger today. None. No hunger pangs. No thinking about eating. Talking about thinking. So the beginning of this series was really the day I decided that's it. I'm done with, I want to say crazy women, but they're not crazy women. I just choose to be with women that are incompatible with me because my one desire overrides my true desires of the heart. And I end up with the wrong women for the wrong reasons. So having said that, I woke up this morning with just very strong desires to be with my ex-girlfriend. Wasn't dreaming about hugging her and loving her or any of that. I was dreaming about that only. And it was on me for like 3 hours this morning, 4 hours. And I was like, man, this is getting me. It was kind of nice though, because I totally forgot about fasting or eating or anything. And then all of a sudden I saw a meme on Facebook, what's his name? Jocko Wilkins, something like that. He's a former Navy SEAL. I think he's just a badass. He's got a podcast and YouTube channels, and he's an author, and I've read some of his books, and it was just a little motivational. It was a little meme it was a little clip of a video, and the title was something like "How to Not Get Heartbroken" or something like that. So I was like, I better click on this. I was in my office just chilling because I was done with my work for the first few hours. And it starts off and he's saying, people are not who you want them to be. and he's getting interviewed by some other guy, but you can't see the other guy. So the camera's just on him, and he's like, people are not who you want them to be. And it just hit me so hard. That's exactly what I do when I get into these relationships. It's like they do things I don't want to do. They are people that I don't want to be with, but there's something I want about them, right? So I just want that. And I just try to change them. And it's like, no, people are not going to change. They are who they are. And you're not going to change that. And so the interviewer says, well, then how do you not get heartbroken? And he looks at the guy and he's like, you turn around, you walk away, and you don't look back. And then he continues and he says, so what you do is you look back, and then you walk back, and then you try to get their attention to see if they care you're walking back, and then you crawl back. And it was exactly where I was at. It was like my mind was collapsing, like, oh, I just gotta crawl back. And like, dude, this is not what you need. So by the end of the day, though, so I got through it. She actually cleans my office on Fridays. So I dipped out of there. I never saw her. I went and hid somewhere else in the plant. And then when I came back, I could see it was already all cleaned up. And I was like, whew. And so after I got out of the gym with my cousin, which, by the way, you can marry your cousin, your first cousin, in like 34 states in America. You can go ahead and look that up. Minnesota, unfortunately, they're just not with the times. It's not legal in Minnesota. But like, her and I went on vacation in Florida last summer, and Florida is one of the states. So, I don't know what her problem is. Maybe she is a gorgeous woman. You guys should really maybe I should put some pictures of her on my channel and use her as some, what do you call the picture? The thumbnails. I need to use her as some thumbnails, at least the walking away ones, because that is not bad at all, for a first cousin. It's all biblical. Read the Bible. Don't get on my case about that. I mean, come on, guys. Hey, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Like I said, it was a slow day for subscribers, I'll tell you. Last night and today I was watching, you can just hit your YouTube studio and check in, subscribe. And it was only a few all day, maybe like 2 or 3 or 4. So we'll see how tonight goes. Sometimes it gets busier later at night too. But anyway, welcome to the few more subscribers. I hope you guys can learn something and get something from the channel, and go back and watch the boring videos to begin with. But they're not boring if you will just look into my psyche and look into where was he at? Well, what's he talking about? Even if I'm a little monotone sometimes and not so upbeat and amped, because it's difficult times when you're trying to say quit smoking or quit drinking or quit spending frivolously, or, trying to get over a heartbreak, which I've done several times now. And maybe maybe one of my series will be of just the mindset required to move on from some toxic relationships. And, sometimes it's you too, to grow up and accept responsibility. And when you learn to accept the responsibility, oftentimes, you find your meaning, you find your purpose in life, you find meaning to give you some joy because you have some meaningful activities in life. You feel like you're accomplishing something when you find your purpose. So again, 48 hours in, my fasting videos tend to be a little shorter because I'm not so, I get a little excited on my eating days. I'm all full of energy and full of food, I'm cooking this and I'm eating that. And the fasting days are a little slower. So I got 2 more work days, and that's my 2 more fasting days. So it's easy. I don't even think about eating at work. And I haven't been in the lunchroom since I started this series. So like a month, I just stay in my office, and I'm never around people eating, and there's no food there's nobody. I'm by myself. So it is just working wonderfully. And if you're thinking, well, Zach, you're talking to your YouTube channel every night, and it's obviously inspiring you. And like I said, I'll get off of this video and straighten up a little bit and read a little more Bible, and I'll go watch this video. And it actually is like, it's therapeutic for me to watch my own videos, and I can listen to my own advice, like they always tell you to do. You go to a therapist, and they're like, "How does that make you feel?" And it's like you're your own therapist, and So if you don't really want to start a YouTube channel, you could just record yourself, like, just I don't even have to be live right now. I could be recording it and then just watch it. Or like all the self-help books talk about is, get your pen and your notebook out, and everything I've done and said, you could just be writing out. And it's to write it and to say it out loud when you write it. So you're writing it, you're reading it, you're saying it out loud. And it's like a what do they call it? An intention. Oh, I can't think of the way they word it. But it's like a goal intention. It's where you're verbalizing and writing, and it helps your mind accept that you actually are going to do it. Like I just made a little short video to say, hey, come watch that go from 270 pounds to 170 pounds. It's like I'm getting it out there so that it's like, click, you got to do it, dude. And it's the same thing. I write it down all the time. I'll be at work and I write 270 minus 100, 170. And I read it and I say it and I look at it, and it's becoming real and becoming a part of this, the total just natural. Like these fasts are becoming so easy. I'm like, man, I don't know if I'm even going to want to stop on April 1st. We'll see when I get there. If I'm 218, or if I'm like, say, if I don't make it by 10 pounds, I'll probably like, well, I'm just going to keep doing the 96-hour fast because it's working. I just didn't get there yet. But even if I do get there or even pass it, it's like, if it's this easy and it's working this good, then maybe I'll just keep on going. But we'll see. I'm just saying it's becoming very normal and natural. And it just feels like when I'm working, I don't eat. And my body just knows it now. So, like I said, I'm on a 4 days of work and a 4 days off. So it rotates every week, right? So last week I worked Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or whatever, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And this week I worked Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then the following week I'll work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So it's kind of weird like that. It's like I lose track of what even day it is. But what day it is, it's either first, second, third, fourth day of fast, or it's first, second, third, fourth day of eating. And so what I'm really focusing on for the next 48 hours is to just really concentrate on the portion sizes. Like I bought a bag of almonds. I'm trying to think how many ounces it was, like at least 16 ounces. Like it was not the huge bag, but like the medium bag of almonds on my last 4-day fast. And with my meals, I'd ate some almonds, and with lunch, I ate some almonds, and with dinner, I'd eat my dinner and then eat a couple handfuls of almonds, and then eat breakfast and well, just looking at the calories in them almonds, it was like a day and a half worth of calories just in that bag of almonds. And I was just adding that to my other meals. So you can see what I'm talking about, the overeating. Even when I feel like I'm eating healthy and I'm eating, 2 ounces of almonds, it's one handful, and that's 340 calories right there. Like that would be a small meal in itself. So probably going to tone off of the nuts. They're just too high calorie and too easy for me to overeat them. I'm probably going to stick with, like, I have some small steaks. I have some chicken wings are small, so it's easy to portion them out. Cook only the ones you're going to eat. Don't buy any more almonds. I have a bunch of meat still from the week I did only meat, which it didn't end up being only meat because New Year's Eve hit and I ate a bunch of food at my friend's house for the party. But like I said, live life, just do your thing. So, and I'm thinking to go pretty low carb too, because I don't want to go over, I want to keep pace with this weight loss. I mean, I could eat whatever I want for the 4 days and I'm probably still would lose weight, because 96-hour fasts every 8 days, you can cut your daily calories in half on an average. And over the course of the next 6 months, I'd lose, a ton of weight. But I'm trying to really bomb it down by April 1st. And then summer, and it'll be starting to get the nice weather out. I want to be able to be running down the trails with my shirt off and feeling good and looking good. So focusing on, I got lists. I've been writing out my meal plans and meal prepping and grocery lists, because like the last every time so far on my 4 days of eating, I bought too much food. I threw away salad and stuff again this time. Had too many vegetables and too much, two big bags of salad again. And I was like, oh, I'll eat it all this time. And it just, you're only eating so many. I was eating OMAD. So it was like, I was only eating one big meal. So I was eating a big salad and a steak and whatever else. But it just still was way too much food. Like, and historically, that's what I was talking about. Like, here's why I was overweight, because I never made a grocery list. I never planned out meals. I just went to the grocery store, bought a shit ton of food, and just ate it all, until it was gone, and then went and bought more. There was just no rhyme or reason to it. And, obviously somebody that weighed 315 pounds, you got, it's not just, you got some psychological issues. Like, you got to figure this out, like, and that's what I'm saying. Just get started. Just start working now, because you're going to get stronger at it. Zach, I know I'm going to fail. It's like, well, if I tried to bench press 500 pounds right now, I would fail too, so, or let's be realistic, like 300 pounds. Like, I used to be able to bench way more than that, but I don't know if I could bench that right now. So I would probably start smaller. I would probably start out with like 150 pounds and work my way up back to 300 pounds. Matter of fact, maybe I'll do that in a whole series, and I'll show, like, look, you start off small, and within 3 months, you can bench 300 pounds again. It's not a big deal. But my point is to take the step. You have to take the first step. You got to go, man. You got to try. Quit. You're quitting on yourself before you even try. And in your mind, in your psyche, it's like, I didn't fail. I'm telling you, you failed big time by not trying. You epically failed, because I'm never going to try. That way I'll never fail. And it's like, well, Zach, I've seen you. You're the failure. You quit. You look how fat you are, overweight. I'm not giving up. That's why I'm not a failure, because I'm going to, no matter what I weigh on in 48 hours from now, I'm not going to give up. No matter what I eat on the next 4 days of eating, I'm not going to give up. But that mentality is making me want to win. It's making me want that scale sitting right there to be less than 250 pounds, maybe as low as 247 pounds within the next 2 days. And then that 4 days of eating, it's like I'm already like, okay, you overate too much last 4 days. Let's adjust that. Let's buy less food. Let's have smaller portion size. Maybe even I need to buy some, I live by myself, so I have literally like one plate, one bowl. I have very little dishes, but they're big, like big bowl, big plate. Maybe, even when I go grocery shopping, just buy some smaller serving containers that when I chop up my cantaloupe, to just put a little fruit cup for breakfast and a water, instead of just, sometimes I just throw a feast for, I don't even eat breakfast much. That was a bad example. But like when I do eat my lunches and my dinners on my day off, it just end up being a way, way too big of meals. So that is one of my examples of I'm not giving up. I have that issue. I'm not strong at it. I'm not benching 300 pounds, like equating it to eating a good meal, but I'm trying and trying and trying, and I'm never going to give up. I mean, if I got the goal to weigh 170 pounds, and it's going to happen. Is it going to happen by, I don't know yet. I'm going to see where I'm at April 1st, and I'm going to set a goal. And I'm probably going to give myself a lot of time, though. I'm not going to, after April 1st, I'm not going to be so hardcore crashing my weight. I'm going to make it a little more stable. And let's just say instead of 3 pounds every 8 days, I switch it to 1.5 pounds or 2, and then you look ahead and it's like, okay, that's going to take more like 9 months or 12 months, or even, who cares how long it takes? I'm 50 and I want to live to be 120. So I got time, I got time. Even if I only live to be 100, I'm only halfway there. And to get down to 170 is going to be a big step in the right direction to live that long. So that's the word for today. Never quit. Just go for it. I got just jump here because I was a paratrooper, and you just jump. You just walk to the door. You're in the middle of the night. You're bogged down with combat equipment. You got 64, or depending on what plane you're on, 128 guys piled up ass to ass to ass, jumping out the back door, middle of the night. Go, 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 go every half a second. And nobody didn't do it. It's kind of funny. By the time you get through airborne school, they're like, if you'll do all that, you'll for surely jump out of the airplane. Even in airborne school, 600 people started my class and 330 finished. So the 270 that wouldn't jump out of a plane never even got in the plane, because they knew how to weed them out ahead of time. They knew how to weed out the quitters. They knew how to weed out the people that were not even going to try. And it's kind of little psychological games. And they're like, you're not going to jump. And they're good at it. And of the 330 people that went up in those planes, it took a couple days to get them all jump. I can't remember. But we had 5 jumps in jump school. And every single person jumped. Nobody backed out on the plane, because they had trained themselves to just go. And that's what I'm getting at. Let's just go. Just do it, man. I don't care what little baby step you can take. Oh, hey, Big Steve. I was talking about you yesterday. I hope you caught up with all the videos. Was just wondering how you were doing, and then if you're getting your workouts in. Were you talking about fasting? I can't remember if you said you were going to do like a 72-hour fast or something this weekend, or what day is it? Oh, it's Friday today. Anyway, I'm on 48. I'm on day 2. I'm 48 hours in. I got 2 more days of fasting to go. I was just about to wrap it up, brother man. But I hope you're doing great. You did it. You did. Oh my God. Was that the first time you ever did one? That's amazing. I doubt it. If you did 72, you must have practiced and done them before. I wonder if you took any fasting salts or vitamins. I did take 2 vitamins, like a 2-pill dose of a multivitamin on my first day of fasting. So not today, but yesterday. And I'm wondering if that helped, because I just have a ton more energy than usual for today. Like to go to the gym 3 days in a row. And yeah, great. Yep. That I usually just do water too on all my fasts, especially 72 hours. I hope you're feeling great. And, no matter how much weight you lost, that's really not what matters. It's your body is cleansing out and rebuilding your immune system, and, cellular rejuvenation and cleansing out any toxins in your body. And then, when you go back to eating, did you fast? What day is it? Friday. But anyway, you missed the beginning of the video, but you can go back and watch it, and just talking about the much smaller meals and the really planning out my meals. And maybe that could be something that would help you too, is, I'm so unplanned with my eating. Being a single guy, I just eat whatever I want, whenever I want. I don't have, these planned meals and go to the grocery store with my list. And it's like, okay, I'm going to make a 2-egg omelet for breakfast, and I'm going to have a salad for lunch. I never have that. I just buy a bunch of food and eat it all. So, because it's so easy to, you fast for 72 hours, which is just awesome. And then you overeat for a week, and you weigh yourself, and you weigh more than you did before the 72-hour fast. And you get so bent that you're like, oh, I didn't accomplish anything by fasting. And, the word for today, like I'm talking about, is you did, because you just equating it to weightlifting. Like you just got in there and strengthened your muscles so much mentally and emotionally to be able to make it to a 72-hour fast, that now it can be done. There's a guy I used to watch. Yeah, exactly. You have to write it out. And that's what I was talking about before you signed on. I was at work today writing out Sunday for dinner, because Sunday, even though it's a 4th day of fasting, it's actually 96 hours hits at about 8 o'clock that night. So I'll get home from work, might go to the gym, who knows, and I'll be able to eat. And I want to make it a small meal. So I was already writing like very small meals. Like I was like half a cantaloupe, cut it up. It's only 100 calories. Like that'd be something I really enjoy. And it's light on the stomach, and something you could handle with a short fast like that. Like 72 hours, you could go right into, you're not having to break it all easy. Your digestion you still have digestive enzymes in your body, especially in your appendix, which is 100% why I believe we have an appendix, is because our bodies were made to fast. And when you're fasting, it runs all the digestive enzymes out of your stomach and out of your intestines, but they're still in that appendix. So when you go to eat again, those digestive enzymes are in the appendix. Anyway, they act like they don't know why it's there, and they cut it out of people, and then it's not good, I don't think. I think you need that thing. So anyway, I have some cotton mouth, and I need to get some water in me, and it's pushing 10 o'clock, which I normally start laying down for bed right about now. So you guys, if you remember, the verse of the day was John 13, chapter 13, verse 34 and 35. And it was talking about loving each other. And that's how people know that we are disciples of Christ. And I'm telling you guys, I love you. Jesus loves you. And good night. I will see you tomorrow.